Kev, listen, when you're down in Colombia, I can send you. I don't know what television you can get down there. The appointees are going before Congress,
Ugh,
so I can give you updates
yeah.
from the Democrats make the same problem again and again, don't they? When they get
It's just
somebody of
so.
questionable moral compass before them.
Uh, I was watching. Who was I watching last night? And Elizabeth Warren was on,
Oh yeah, she was
and
giving it to.
it was just like, shut the fuck up, man. Like, can't we get somebody that's not 100?
To me,
I'm
it's
65. I'm 65, and I look at her and I cringe. She's so out of it. Number one, hey Democrats, a little something to you. We just basically for the next 4 years, we took a high school kid, a high school quarterback. We gave all of our draft choices away, and we don't have a say so in shit. So shut up. Shut up. You're counting on four Republicans shifting. That ain't gonna happen. You know,
everyone's getting in, right? Unless somebody withdraws.
Hegseth's getting in, Bondi's getting in. Rubio, I thought, did a good job today.
Well, he kind of got props from both sides. I thought.
Yeah, and I think that he's a good. I think he's a smart. He's a good politician, and I think he took the beating in his little Marco. I mean, he took Trump's shit, and he hung in there, and he's been so. Um,
Good boy. Give him a treat.
yeah, little good boy.
So, but why now? Um, so we're still doing this thing
Well,
where we
yeah, like
stand before and with righteous indignation, clutching our chests, talk
Hegseth.
about.
They sat and talked about Hegseth, and they kept saying, I think it was Elizabeth Warren that kept saying, and he's at a strip club at work. I'm like, okay, if he's at a strip club with his colleagues, and the guy works for Fox, I don't think they shoot regularly from the strip club. I think that's called you're out with your colleagues.
Yeah.
Okay, that's number one. So the guy drinks, and they went through and did they have to drag you off the back of a party bus? No comment, slander, whatever the fuck. He kept going back to the same thing. But they said like 25. Instead of somebody saying, "Could you tell me about the Mark X 307 nuclear system that were like if they would have
That would have
went
been the silver bullet if they had a shot at one, right?
exactly go into what the job actually is. It's like if anything, as you're grilling this guy, I'm saying, "Oh, that's easy for you to say, old motherfucker. How many firefights have you been in? How many tours did you do? Like he's a soldier. That's what he is. And sometimes, guess what? Like our soldiers come home, they're fucked up. So, but go after that. Go after. What we. It's like we have 3 million people that this guy is going to be in charge of, and it's like go after that. One person said, "What's the most people you've ever been in charge of?" And he said 100. You know, and
But
I don't know.
that's the line of questioning that if you're looking to shoot holes in somebody's
Yeah,
case to have a position, you would ask about that. Put hypothetical scenarios. Ask historical questions. See how much history they know related to their position. But they go back to this shit. Like the strip club is a perfect example. Do you think anybody under the age of forget about age? I don't want to do ageism. Do you think anybody in this modern society gives a shit whether somebody went out for drinks with the guys? It's not speaking to
not
the job.
not when the evangelicals 8 years ago Gabe, grab a pussy, a fucking complete. That's cool.
Yeah, well, I mean, you have someone convicted of sexual assault in the White House. What are we doing? We got hangs up into a strip club? It's just madness.
And then they go into this whole thing about, the non-disclosures and da 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 da. I mean, the world's a fucking mess. There's no doubt about that.
See, the Matt Gaetz thing was a little different because
I mean, that's pedophilia.
exactly, that's a hot button issue, and it's
Yeah.
it's not just illegal. Illegal doesn't bother the Republicans either,
I saw
and most Democrats.
I saw one of the. I watched Bill Maher's stand up, and he said he was at the beginning of his show. He said basically how he wanted everybody at his shows. He wanted QAnon, and they kind of booed the QAnon people. And he goes, "What do you mean?" He goes, "You got a problem with the QAnon?" He goes, "Yeah." He goes, I do have one problem with them." He goes, "The QAnons think that the Democrats drink and they eat the babies. They drink the blood and they eat the babies,
Not the
and they
cats.
fuck them." And that doesn't work out because sooner or later, if you eat all the babies, you won't have anything to fuck. That was like one of his opening fucking volleys, and I thought, all right, I'll give Mara a fucking watch tonight. Great choice of fucking jacket and like suit color. It's almost like he came out like this color.
Who's that?
Mar.
Mar? Oh, okay.
Yeah, Mar came out in one of the Czechoslovakian
Right.
lakes.
Yeah, Wes
So,
Wes was kind of flexing that before, wasn't he? Was it maybe that was his inspiration?
yeah.
So, all right, Kev, today was pretty historic in another way because we finally got, it seems, well, we got both sides of the Hamas Israel crisis to agree to a ceasefire and a hostage return. And as of air, that happened today, as of air, this still seems to be on. Goes into effect tomorrow, I guess, and then the hostages are slated to be released on Sunday. Will this stick? Will the tales of what we're going to hear from these hostages, will this exacerbate anything or fire anything up again, or do you think we're done? I say we, meaning us as a civilization.
I pray that this is played out. I mean, I'm hoping.
What's the resolution? When we agree to a ceasefire, we have sides agree to release people. How do we? This is going on for 60 years. How do we get an agreement over Gaza? It's impossible.
I mean, it has to be. Right now the biggest thing is we have to rebuild Gaza. I mean, it's basically a parking lot. So.
Yeah.
I was amazed. The numbers were like 48 or 40, whatever it was. But it was, I want to think it was maybe 8,000 less than we lost in Vietnam.
In such a concentrated time.
Yeah, 18 months.
Yeah.
It was staggering. I was just like, God.
Yeah, they're hoping this is phase one. Joe Biden said that the talks will go beyond the temporary ceasefire to a phase two of the deal that could include a permanent end of the war.
I'll tell you one thing that I did hear today that was encouraging was Iran wanted absolutely nothing to do with any kind of talks face to face with the Biden administration during the last 4 years, and they've came out on record. Iran has that they will talk to Trump. So,
Okay.
yeah.
More malleable of the two?
I don't know. I think that there's that one story where the guy Trump said and it was the Taliban, and they sat down and he said the top Taliban guy wasn't there. It was somebody that was going to interpret it and bring the message back. And he said, "You got to stop killing our boys over here." And then Trump handed the guy a picture of the guy's house from the aerial view and left that with him. And they walked out. And he said, for like 18 months, we didn't lose a soldier. Because that guy knew that,
Demonstrating that they have the intelligence.
yeah, that Trump was going to blow him up. So there's a lot. I mean, I don't know. I don't think that taking that assassination attempt, I think that kind of galvanized that there's just not a lot of people on this planet hate him, love him, whatever. I just don't think that if I took a bullet off the side, and I mean, you can hear when a bullet goes by you, and I don't think I would have pumped my fist and said fight, 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 or whatever. I just so
To
who knows?
your rally though, if those were your people, I mean, he's addicted to the,
Yeah, but you're
uh,
still. I mean, we're still.
and he got his shoes. He was concerned about the shoes. I think once they got his shoes, he was able to kind of refocus and say, this the end of the rally. Let's use this
We're
as
still, when it
a
comes down
message.
to it, we're still mammals, and we our number one thing is to survive.
Mm,
And nobody knew there wasn't another shooter.
yeah. Okay, so you're impressed that he raised the fist and said fight.
Well, I mean, I when I saw it, I was in Stockton doing a signing, and I went back to my room. I'd heard about it at the end of the day, um, and I was just like, "What?" So I went back and I said, I'm not gonna mess with anything. I'm just gonna turn on Fox because I'll get exactly what I'm looking for. So I turned on Fox and I saw it and I saw the whole thing and I said, he will not lose. Like I said you know, that was like that, in Iwo Jima when they're putting up the Marines are putting up the flag. I said, wow. I said that's going to be pretty iconic.
Well, we'll see who loses. He didn't lose.
No,
We'll see if the American people do. I'm sure it'll be fine.
I mean, I'm just
He's building a
waiting.
very competent cabinet. I'm sure we're in great hands.
I'm waiting for the Canadians and
Well, we're
for
buying Canada,
for
so
Panama. We're not buying it. We're going to take it.
we're going to take it. Right,
We're gonna
right, Panama Canal. Right,
take Greenland. So
yeah. You could just go. You could just go and buy them and claim them. That's how this works.
well,
You know that,
Greenland's only 46,000. So I mean, I'm sure Musk can pay them off.
right?
It's amazing though. Like
After they hand him TikTok, or
the
before.
God, like the average the average wage per month, family of four in Greenland is like 6K. Median price of a home's like 220. Like
Think about all that, Earl. Think about all that oil, boy.
I think there are more minerals up there
Yeah,
yeah. I think it's a mineral situation.
there's oil up there.
Well, there's oil all through that Arctic.
Um,
It's
Kevin,
just
Florida man. Oh yes, go ahead.
I was just gonna say it's just you know drilling that deep through that frozen shit's probably pretty damn expensive.